All right. Hi. My name is Manushka, and I'm gonna be a therapist. And it looks like your name is Claudia. Is that correct?
That's right.
Hi, Claudia. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay. As I'm looking at your profile, I'm seeing that you've been depressed and you've been having anxiety based on your relationship. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've been having a really hard time
Mm-hmm.
because I think I'm in a pretty toxic relationship, and this isn't new for me. I was in a toxic relationship previously as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like my anxiety when I'm going home or when I'm home with him or I know he's coming home has been increasing a lot. And I also feel like my depression has increased with like the lack of sleep. I don't sleep well anymore. I wake up through the night. Uh, when we're fighting, I am like completely at a loss. I can't focus at work. It's like it destroys my life.
Okay. Um, from what I'm understanding, you said that you've been depressed, you've been having anxiety, and it's causing you not to sleep. But then you also mentioned a him, and who is him that we're speaking of?
It's my boyfriend. He's very explosive and very verbally abusive. Um, he's also gotten pretty aggressive with me, and I'm becoming a lot more like him as our relationship progresses. I sometimes feel like I can't control my anger anymore, and I'm defending myself, but also I was never like this before, so I feel like it's turning me into someone who I'm not.
Okay. All right. And you said your boyfriend. If I may ask, how long have you and your boyfriend been together?
It's been 3 years, and the first year was a lot different. It's definitely progressively gotten more toxic.
Okay. From what I'm understanding, you've been in a 3-year relationship with your boyfriend, and within those 3 years, everything, I'm guessing start off good between you guys, and it probably most likely led to abusive, and it's now toxic, and he's aggressive. Now, I want to ask you, why do you think that is? Like, what's causing for him to, be aggressive, and, like, what happened in your relationship, that's causing um, that type of reaction?
I mean, he definitely has anger issues. There's no doubt about that. Uh, I also feel like I have a lot of insecurities,
Hmm.
but most of it stems from, you know, him lying to me and a lot of our issues at the beginning of our relationship kind of led to now, all these fights and um, things that I really can't get over, you know. So I have trust issues that stemmed from some fights that we had, in the first year of our relationship.
Okay. Now, you told me that, now because of his aggressiveness and the fact that now it's starting to become a toxic relationship, um, I want to understand, like, where, like, from him, from seeing that side of him, have you, like, is there like a history in his family, like of abuse? Like, is there like a history, like on your side of abuse as well? Because you say that you're starting to become like him. Now, what have you done to, remove yourself when you see, the aggressiveness is starting to happen, the attacks that's going on between you guys, like what have you done to remove yourself from that
I mean, a lot of the times I'll try to lock myself in the bathroom or the closet or the room, but he definitely goes out of his way, um, and has broken doorknobs, has, punched holes through doors and through walls, especially when he's drinking a lot. I think that things definitely um, escalate uh, a lot more. So, you know, as far as him having a history in his family, I have no idea. Not that I know of, but also I'm not really close to his parents. I don't know anything about his family really. And I definitely didn't grow up in an abusive household or anything like that. As a matter of fact, in my relationships, I've never put my hands on anyone. This is like the first time that I've gotten aggressive back with someone, but in the past, I was able to cut things off. And, I mean, it took me a long time, but I did in the past.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now, do you feel like knowing all of this is going on between you guys, and and you've mentioned in there that he's drinking. So like, how often does he drink? Like, like, is it something where, like, is he like dealing with something? Is he having a hard time?
Mhm.
Like, what's causing his drinking? If I may ask.
I mean, I met him this way. I didn't I didn't see it as much in the beginning because I think we were both, single and young and going out and in college. So there was a lot of time to kind of party. And now, things are a little bit different. We're not in school anymore and we're working. And I feel like I've definitely let that party life go a little bit. But he still, hangs out with his friends and parties just as much as before. And I don't know if he's resentful of me, um, that, my life is changing and his is not too much. Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay. Let me ask you. You mentioned that you guys were young, and of course, the party life, and like having fun, as all college students do. Let me ask you about you. Like, do you feel like you have given up of most of your life, like the fun parts? Like, do you miss these fun moments? I mean, do you feel like he's holding you back, or like, do you feel like you're at a point in your life where you're just trying to you know get things together, get your life on the right track, and you want him to be on board with you?
Um, I'm okay with the way my life is progressing. I feel like I'm happy that I have a good job now
Okay.
and that I don't really miss partying too much. I still have some friends that I, met in college and we still hang out once in a while, but he's very jealous and controlling. And, when I am out, he calls me a ton. And when I come home, he has a million questions and he, you know, is almost like attacking me with questions about what I did and who I was with. And I try to be so open with him, but I feel like he's just so angry and so insecure. And it makes me feel like he's attacking me in that way because he's doing things wrong still, because he's the one who I've caught actually lying in the past.
Okay. Um, you okay? That's good that like your life is progressing. Congrats. I'm very happy to hear that. Um, Let me ask you, what like what does he do for a living by any chance? Is he like working? Like is it stress? Could it be stress from his job, or is just something that he's been you know you know, going through, like, I mean, has he ever sat down and talked to you and let you know, what's going on with him personally, or
Well, he's bartending right now, um, a couple times a week, and then he also does uh, work from home a little bit. He is a web designer, so uh, he's, you know, busy with that. I do feel like maybe the bartending on the weekends is maybe leading to him drinking more. I'm really not sure.
okay. Um, if I may ask, have he ever thought about seeking counseling? Like a counseling group for those, with alcoholic problems? Like, have he ever tried to seek counseling, seek some type of help that you know of?
No, I don't think he would be willing, to be honest with you. He doesn't think that he has an issue of any kind. He blames everything on me
Hmm.
all the time, and he says if I wasn't so crazy, then we wouldn't have issues. Um, and he kind of just like turns everything back around on me all the time, which is like a lot of what causes my stress and my anxiety. Um, and I think that a lot of my depression has come from the fact that I feel like so hopeless now and so stuck, and I don't know if I should just get out of this relationship. And I know that it would be best, but I keep trying and I keep hoping that things will be better like how they were in the beginning.
Okay. Um, you mentioned that you don't think he'll, you know, go to counseling since he's accusing you
Mhm.
that you have a problem,
Mhm.
and I see that that it is causing stress, into your life, and it as we're talking and you explain the situation to me, it is sound very depressing. Um, have you ever thought about like doing a couples counseling together, maybe to figure out what's really going on and why he acting this way, or
Mhm.
like have you guys ever sat down and talked to each other about seeking counseling together?
Um, I mean, when we're fighting, I've kind of said like you need help, like you need anger management, like you have problems, but we've never seriously talked about it. And like I feel like when we have talked about it, it's mostly in the middle of fights, and he's very defensive, obviously. So I haven't really brought it up in like the best ways.
Okay. Um, Now let's go back. You said that you're stressed, you've been depressed, and you have anxiety. Um, have you been taking any medications for any of those symptoms? Like, have you taken any medication to kind of help you out, or like how do you like when you're feeling that way? Like, what exactly do you do? Like, what is your coping mechanism? You can say that you do to help you, you know, to help you calm down and relax and try to get your mind together.
Honestly, sometimes I just stay in bed all day and I don't even shower or eat, and I kind of just cry all day. I've never taken medications. Um, I don't know, like, if I'm that depressed, but maybe I am. I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you think I need to get on meds?
Well, I don't think you need to get on meds, but what I can suggest, is to, like, go to a counseling. It can be a couples counseling. If it's a couples counseling, that would be best. At least you guys can actually sit down and talk to someone as a couple to figure out to get to the bottom of this of what's really going on, and what's causing all those rackets between your relationship, and just try to come up with a solution on what can be best for you both as individuals, and that can help you guys as a couple.
Mhm.
Um, because from the look of it, you know, both of you guys are not doing so well together, and I think you both just need to, like individually just try to, find a way to, find a way to help you guys, like whether it's going for a walk or, like cooking, like whatever that can help you guys,
Mhm.
individually, mentally. But I would definitely suggest couples counseling
Okay.
just to find out what is really going on and what's the
Okay.
solution.
Yeah.
And if things continue to be the way it is, then it's up to you guys to know what decision best fits out. And if that is going to have separate ways, then
Yeah.
things happen. But if you guys really want to, sit down and work things out, then I would suggest counseling.
Right.
But let me ask you, like, how do you like? Let me ask you, like, do you guys love each other? Like, when was the last time you guys went out on a date or y'all did something fun together where there was no drama, no arguing, like just being a happy couple?
Well, honestly, it's been a long time. And I think it's because our relationship has just gotten so bad and we're sort of living separate lives at this point. Um, I feel like when we have had good moments, it's short lived. And like we'll have two good days and then he'll kind of like pick a fight with me. Um, and then he'll go out and drink and come home and be aggressive and nasty and very defensive. So,
Okay. All right. Well, I do apologize to hear that you're going through a lot. And I know that, you're hoping that things get better. And I do hope that things get better. But, like I said, hearing that, you're depressed and you're stressed out and it's causing anxiety, and hearing how, his drinking is causing, his depression, and his drinking is, interfering with you. So it's best that you both, seek counseling together as a couple, and it would be nice. And I'm always available if you guys want to come talk to me.
okay.
You know, um, I would suggest couples counseling just to get to the bottom of why your relationship is the
Mhm.
way it is,
Okay.
and we'll just go from there. And I hope in our next session, he can come along, and we'll see how things are.
Well, thank you so much. I
No
feel like
problem.
I feel so much better just talking about it and I feel really heard. So thank you for listening and it just feels good to get this off my chest and like I feel more hopeful to know that maybe we can do some couples counseling and that this isn't the end of the road, that there's options. So I just want to thank you for that.
No problem. It's my job to, help you guys and make sure that, individually you guys, are healthy and, just where you want to be. And then hopefully we can get both of you guys in the same, on the same team.
Okay.
But I would be happy to speak to you guys on our next session. So see you then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.